All right, here's the deal, folks. The People's Convoy, like I said, they announced their route. They're going to be hitting I-40 across Oklahoma to I-44, shooting up southern Missouri to I-70 in St.
So, is now a good time to remind truckers that every single Republican voted against saving trucker pensions last year? Should we wait and talk about it, or like now is a good time?
So if you're not aware, there's a convoy in the middle of Ottawa right now holding up traffic. It's all part of a bunch of right-wing demonstrations that are protesting COVID restrictions that are literally on their way out. Now, while that is happening in Canada, there are a lot of truckers that are talking about basically doing a second January 6th, but with truckers this time, here in the United States to protest. I mean, to be honest, their demands are a little bit unclear, a lot of anti-vax stuff, a lot of the usual just sort of right-wing anger about other people existing in the world, you know, that kind of stuff. But this TikToker brings up a really important point when it comes to the right-wing truckers in the United States of America. And that is the simple fact that as workers, the United States government has treated them poorly, and especially Republicans have treated them poorly. I mean, let's just take a look at Neil Gorsuch, for example, who literally, as a judge, came to the decision that a trucker should have the responsibility to stay in their truck and freeze to death or risk losing their job. That was the decision that he made, that the profits of the company were more important than the literal life of a trucker. So it is these Republicans that literally think that the lives of truckers are dispensable. And now, to add to the list of people that Republicans think are dispensable, they're even rolling out a program to have 18-year-olds be truck drivers now, because there's actually a big shortage of truck drivers in the country right now. But we need to talk about something that's very important when it comes to why so many truckers are right-wing, because if you listen to any folk music at all, or have any decent understanding of the labor history in the United States of America, it actually used to be that truck drivers were very much on the political left, at least when it came to labor issues. Although there's always been a problem, much like in the rest of America, of racism sort of running rampant. But why did this change? What caused this big shift? Now, one argument that I personally think holds a lot of water is the fact that local radio stations, and radio stations by and large, have been sort of consolidating all under right-wing network. And the general space of talk radio is very much dominated by right-wingers. And now this is a big problem because you can think if a truck driver is spending a lot of time listening to the radio while they're driving their truck, they're going to end up hearing a lot of ridiculous right-wing ideas from random local news reporters. And that space, because it is dominated by some very extreme right-wingers, will end up having a pretty huge influence. And that is one of the major cultural impacts.
This is Ben Carollo with Rebel Headquarters. You can catch my show Galaxy Brain on the Young Turks Twitch channel every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to stay up to date with my content, you can follow me at Benjamin Carollo on Twitter. And for those of you that might be wondering or have noticed, my pronouns are in fact she, her.